We got the CEO in the building, Pinky Cole.
What's up?
CEO of Slutty Vegan and so much more. I am so happy that you're in the building today because, baby, you are thriving in a way that is so inspiring.
And I'm just so present in the moment, and I'm just excited to be here talking to you.
Yes, I love it. I love the energy that you're coming with, especially in New York, because the location is opening in Brooklyn, which is the biggest deal.
Yeah.
But first, we got to take it back. I need you to introduce yourself to our audience, the listeners who are now going to be introduced to Slutty Vegan, the best ever.
Okay. Well, for the people who have been living under a rock, my name is Pinky Cole, and I am the creator and curator of the world famous Slutty Vegan ATL.
Yes.
And if you don't know what that is, it is a 100% plant-based burger joint where we sell burgers, pies, and fries. And then we also do a little bit more than that. We provide opportunities for people to find safe spaces for themselves, to build generational wealth, and we build community, and we have fun while doing it. And my company has been open for 4 years. And in the last 4 years, I have become a $100 million valued company.
Talk about it.
With 7 locations.
Talk about
Opening my 7th location here on Fulton Street, 690 Fulton Street in Brooklyn, New York. And I am just so present in the moment because God is so good.
Yeah, he is.
Yes.
And he's been really good to you,
Really
girl.
good. Yes.
And the way that you're able to feed the community with plant-based food is even better. And I want to talk about your journey with eating, your journey with food, and what kind of, switched the mark for you to make you this amazing CEO who's putting all this good stuff out there.
So I grew up as a vegetarian. My mother and my father are Jamaican.
Okay.
My father did 22 years in prison.
Wow.
So my mother had to be that working class Jamaican woman, right?
Yeah.
So for all my Caribbeans, you understand what I mean. Working 5, 6+ jobs, coming home, making sure that everything is taken care of.
That's
but
us.
Mommy was always at work.
Right.
But one thing that she instilled in us is her values. And like, all right, we're not eating that. We eating clean. We eating rice and peas with every damn thing.
Yeah.
And I grew up that way. So I always had a conscious way of thinking. So as I got older, when I was able to make my own choices, I didn't want to eat what everybody else was eating.
Right.
I wanted to do my own thing. So
That's a big deal, by the way.
yeah, and I'm glad. Let me tell you something. Like kids, what they learn in their formative years is what carries them throughout their whole entire life. So I'm so happy that I had a mother who was real conscious about the food that she ate because it changed my mindset on a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Fast forward, I opened up a restaurant in Harlem called Pinky's Jamaican and American Restaurant. Shout out to Full Fifth.
Okay.
Between 7th and 8th. And I sold curry chicken, oxtail, jerk chicken, all the stuff that everybody loves, right? But I was vegan. And I wasn't walking in alignment with who I was. So I'm like, all right, I'm faking it, right? And one thing about me is I cannot exist with fake energy. So it didn't feel right in my spirit.
Yeah.
So one day I woke up, I said, you know what? I'm going fully, at the time, I was vegetarian.
Yeah.
And then I said, I'm going fully vegan. And when I went vegan, that was the best decision that I ever made in my life.
Let's talk about the discipline there, because a lot of people find it very hard to make that switch when it comes to food. I've done the vegetarian thing as well for about 2 years, and then the pandemic hit, and I said, baby, I'm hungry. I'm hungry, and I'm going to eat this,
Right.
and God will forgive me later. But getting back on that track of being disciplined with, what to eat, it's kind of hard for people who didn't start
ain't
off
hard.
like that. See,
It is
now
not
go
hard.
ahead. Yell at
Listen,
me. Tell me why.
Discipline is a mindset. When you wake up every morning and you put your deodorant on and you brush your teeth and you brush your hair and you get ready to come to Hot 97 to come to work, that's discipline.
Yeah.
But it's because you put in your mindset that you know that you got to show up all of the time, every single time.
Yeah.
That's
Ooh.
what it's like when you change your lifestyle choices, whether it's drinking, smoking, eating better, being around the right people, around the right partner. You got to be able to change your mindset.
Yeah.
So nothing is impossible. Nothing is hard. It's up to the people who really want to dedicate themselves to changing their lives. lives.
Right.
Now, in this instance, for Slutty Vegan, for example, I'm not pushing the agenda on anybody. I want people, if the world could be vegan, I would love that. Like, the world would be a better place, and
Yeah.
like we'd be all flying like butterflies. But I know that's unrealistic. So the person that I'm targeting is the person like you who eats meat, who likes to have their cheeseburgers, who like to have their steaks and all that stuff. Because guess what? Whatever you eat is up to you. But I
Right.
want you to be more conscious and making better choices and infusing that into your already existing menu items that you eat. And
Right.
one day you might make the choice to go vegan.
Yeah. Oh man. I mean, after this, hello.
Look,
You
I'ma
gonna
be
be
in your
living in
dreams.
my head.
Right. I'm like, put that down right now.
Right. Discipline, girl. Do it.
But you can apply that to life.
Yo,
This is just
seriously.
not about veganism.
Yeah.
And that's what I preach. I am a true blue entrepreneur. I'm a hustler. I'm a grizzly
Talk
bear.
about it.
When I put my hand on something, I'm going to get it by any
Yeah.
means necessary.
Ooh.
And I apply that mindset to every single thing that I do
Yeah.
because I want to be 100% and consistent in all things.
Yeah, I heard the Baltimore in the
You
do.
heard it.
Yeah, in the do. I heard
And the
it.
do,
Yeah.
and the you, and the two.
Yeah, no, but I really appreciate that energy, and that's kind of what we need as leaders, right?
Yeah.
To be able to push that on, and not even push it on others, like you said, but having that option there so that people can make that decision on their own.
Absolutely.
So I thank you for that. And I want to talk about the locations that you're in and how conscious you are of where you put your restaurants, because it matters.
It
right?
definitely matters.
It really matters.
And that's a great question.
Thank you.
So when I started this concept, I wanted to be intentional in every single part of the business.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be intentional because I was already a money magnet. I already was getting money, right? Whether it was a lot or a little bit, I was still getting it because I put my mind to it. But I knew that I had to put Slutty Vegan in either food deserts, vegan food deserts, or areas that weren't so attractive to developers because it would make a strong statement that we are about community,
Right.
which is what I'm very focused on. So when you look at the Fort Greene area, there was a vegan restaurant there before us. So they really handed us the baton
Okay.
to say, hey, we want to keep veganism in this community. Here you go. And we're like, okay, we accept.
Yeah.
But in all of my other locations, they check at least one of those boxes. And that's important for me too, because again, this just ain't a money play.
Yeah.
I didn't sit in the house one day, I'm like, yeah, I need to make a lot of money. I'm gonna come up with this concept. I did this because I was solving a personal problem for myself. I wanted some vegan food. Everything was closed. And I came up with the concept. And then now I'm solving a bigger universal problem. I'm helping people to reimagine food.
Right.
So I'm clear and I'm conscious about where I put those locations. 70% of the locations that we get, I own. Because if you're going to have the business, own the building as well.
Yeah.
Right? That's also
Ooh,
what I preach.
talk
Right?
about it.
So buy the business, buy the building.
Yeah.
Because there's something true to generational wealth when you're building and being an entrepreneur. Ain't nothing better in life than being free.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I talk about intention,
Yeah.
there's a lot of intention around this business. And you didn't ask me this, but I also want to share the name.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, we was going there.
Okay.
Come on, Pinky.
I thought you about to ask me that. So
Yeah.
let me just jump in. But the name of the business is Slutty Vegan, right? And when I first started this concept, there were so many people that said, like, that name is too racy, it's too provocative. How my kids going to eat this and go to this restaurant? I said, well, your kids are on TikTok and on Instagram, right?
it all.
But it's bigger than sex, right? So that is what draws you in. But what keeps you there is the fact that we do a lot for the community. I have a nonprofit organization where myself and my fiance, we are providing life insurance for Black men who make $30,000 or less.
Big deal.
I've partnered with the Department of Juvenile Justice to
Yeah.
provide second chance opportunities to people who went to prison. I can go on and on and on of the things that we've done. When Rashard Brooks was murdered in at Wendy's parking lot,
Rest
we
in
also
peace.
paid for, rest in peace to him. We also paid for life insurance for the family, a brand new car for the family, and scholarships, and so many community initiatives. So when you think about the name, it ain't
Right.
just the name Slutty Vegan.
Right. It's beyond that.
It's beyond that.
Yeah. And that's what makes it so important to kind of like look past these things, dig deeper.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't even know. I'm so happy that you shared that because it's such a big deal. The work that you're doing in the community, it goes beyond even the restaurant alone, you
It
know?
does.
It's a part of you in so many ways. And girl, there's a lot going on.
It's a lot. When I say it's so much good stuff, earlier this year, myself and my fiance, it's funny saying fiance. I got a fiance.
Come on with it. Yes.
But we graced the cover of Essence magazine.
Beautiful.
I just did this partnership with Steve Madden where we sold out in 48 hours.
Come on
a
with it.
sneaker.
Yeah.
Okay. What restaurant got a sneaker?
Right.
Right. So
Slutty Vegan.
hello. Okay. So I am disrupting every single industry.
Yeah.
Right. The beauty industry. I just did a collaboration with the Lip Bar. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
They're one of the largest vegan beauty organizations. Then I got a cookbook coming out.
Yes, that I'm so excited for.
Called Eat Plants, Bitch.
Yeah, Eat Plants, bitch. Simon and Schuster.
Simon and Schuster, and I'm excited. There's just so many good things going on, and for everybody that's listening to this interview, so many people ask me like, "Well, how does it feel every week? You got something good going on?" But
Yeah.
I just like to call it good karma.
Yeah.
Like I put good energy out, and good energy gonna come to me. I don't lie to nobody. I don't steal. I don't cheat nobody. I'm always fair. So
Right.
God always blessed me with great opportunities. When I say every time I wake up, there's something new, and I'm like, why me? But then I stopped questioning why me.
Yeah.
I knew that I was divine for this purpose,
Right.
and it's just all come together, and I'm happy about it.
What helped you do that? Because right now, especially with the journey that I'm on, and too, I keep seeing it online where a lot of people are, chasing happiness, right? And this feel good moment of things going right. And sometimes it gets a little scary when things are going too right. Every day you start looking around like, when is it going to fall apart? Because life isn't supposed to be this joyous, right? So how do you navigate, all of these blessings coming your way and to kind of protect it? Because I'm sure that with that comes a lot of other energies that are trying to infiltrate that.
It's interesting because I literally just had a full circle moment and realized that I was living under the umbrella of my trauma.
Ooh.
So what I mean when I say that is I had a father that spent majority of my life in prison,
Yeah.
right? And then got deported to Jamaica. So we've never been on American soil together at the same time.
Yeah.
Then I had a mother who I saw work so much. So she was never always physically home, but she made sure that she took care of the home, right? So I had this thought in my mind that I got to make it,
Right.
because I don't want to live like how I grew up. Now, we didn't grow up poor. We grew up in a middle-class family, but I knew that I wanted so much bigger for my life.
Yeah.
So when I started to get all of these things, and I'm asking, like, why me? Why me? Why not me?
Yeah.
Right? Like, why not you? Why can't I be one of the most talked about entrepreneurs? Why can't I have a multi-million-dollar company? I
Yeah.
think that as Black people, sometimes we don't feel like we deserve the blessings that we get. Right? Because of the perceptions that society puts on us.
Yeah.
But at the end of the goddamn day, I'm here. I have arrived. It belongs to me. It is mine. And now I'm going to embrace it and show people like you and other entrepreneurs that you can literally have anything that you want to. And you ain't never got to second guess yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're worthy and deserving
And
of
you're
it.
worthy and deserving.
Oh, you preaching to
Yes.
the choir, girl. We needed to have this talk today.
Yes.
What are some of the cosigns that you've gotten throughout your career that made you say, huh? Yeah, you watching, as you should be.
Queen Latifah.
Talk about it.
Queen Latifah sent me a personal message
Wow.
and put it online about how she was so proud of the movement and all the things that I was doing. Viola Davis.
Come on.
She did an interview for my documentary, which was like next level. It's like, you get Viola Davis on your
Huh?
side. It's just like, huh? That's what I said.
Right. What?
Tyler Perry has supported the brand.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart, Taraji P. Henson, Gabrielle Union.
Yeah.
All of your favorite celebrities have supported this brand. And I didn't have to pay them a dime to do it.
Talk about it.
So that just shows me that if you have a brand that is irresistible,
Yeah.
people are going to want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Whether they are a hundredaire, 1,000, I made that up, a
it's
hundredaire,
okay.
a thousandaire, or a billionaire.
Yeah.
People are going to want to be a part of that. Patti LaBelle wrote in my foreword.
In
for
the
my
book that's
cookbook.
coming out.
Yes. Robert Smith, the billionaire, wrote in my foreword.
Yeah.
The one that's coming out.
Yeah. November.
Chris Paul, the basketball player,
Yeah.
wrote in my foreword, the one that's coming out.
Yeah.
So when you create something that people want to be a part of, you'll get everything that you want. Listen, I like to say that this is similar to how it felt when Obama won the election. You remember that?
Yes.
Like,
Ooh,
I didn't
the
even,
tears.
Listen, I didn't
They
even know
was welling
about
up
politics.
earlier.
Right?
Oh my God,
I
yeah.
didn't even know. I still try to figure out politics now. I'm like, what are they talking about?
Yeah.
But I didn't even know about politics at that time. But because he looked like me,
Yeah.
I knew that the day that I ever had a son, which I just had a son 2 months ago.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
I knew that my son could be anything that he wanted to be because of an Obama.
Yeah.
So that feels like what Slutty Vegan is. You can be a brown-skinned girl with locks from around the way, just raw on the tongue. Like, I don't come in all prim and proper. That ain't me. You can keep that. If that's what you want, you don't want Pinky Cole.
Yeah.
But I can be myself and still be successul. And there was a stigma a long time ago that you had to like code switch. I ain't code switching for nothing. I'm here. What's up?
You are in the building, in the flesh.
Yes.
I love it. And you're such an inspiration for everyone watching. And I'm so grateful that you're in this space today to be able to amplify that.
Thank you.
And the book, November.
Yes. November, it's coming out, November 15th.
Yeah.
And the cookbook is not for the vegan.
Right.
It's for the non-vegan.
Come on with it.
Because I want people to like remove the labels. Like, it don't matter. If it's good, it's good.
Yeah.
We just didn't compromise animals to get there.
Right.
You know, and this is my first book. So I'm excited about it. It's on pre-sale right now, so you can get off of Amazon.com, Barnes & Noble, and everywhere else we're available. But I'm excited about what this cookbook could do. And it's coming for the holidays, so you can buy it for your loved one.
Yeah. So what is dinner like at your home? Are you cooking a lot? Because I know you busy. So I don't know how much time you got to cook.
So Derek, actually, he's the one that's always cooking. He
can cook
fiance.
Better.
Yes, my fiance. He can cook better than me. He also has a restaurant in Atlanta called Big Dave's Cheesesteaks.
Come on with it. Entrepreneur.
Which is very
vegan?
popular. No, it's not vegan. Well, we have a concept together called Bar Vegan in Atlanta.
Yes,
that's
yes,
vegan.
I know Bar Vegan.
He created the cheesesteaks for that. But we have a 12-burner stove.
Wow.
And he cooks his food, I cook mine, but we respect each other's boundaries.
Yeah.
When I'm eating vegan food, he's not like, well, what are you eating? Why are you eating that ill?
Yeah.
And when he's eating his food, I'm not doing that.
Right.
I will sneak him in some vegan food and tell him it's not vegan.
And does he ever notice? Until you tell him?
After the fact, right.
Okay.
After the fact. But again, like, it's a respect level. And what I like to tell people, you know, of course, people have said, like, you're with somebody who is a meat eater and you're a vegan. We can coexist and still have different opinions about life.
Right.
And that's the beauty about life.
Right.
I want to be with somebody that, like, we don't necessarily think the same in all things.
Yeah.
But when we come together, we can coexist.
Yeah.
And it works. Our household is very colorful, but it works.
That. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Now, what can you say about Sunday that's happening, the grand opening here in Brooklyn, Slutty Vegan, Fulton? Who all gonna be there?
Everybody and their
I
mama.
know, it's gonna be crazy.
Slutty Vegan Fulton is going to be a movie.
Yeah.
We have the street blocked off. We are anticipating a lot of people.
Yeah.
We have giveaways. We are expecting a proclamation. We have people that are driving from the tri-state area. Atlanta then flew up to New York to witness this. And this is really sort of like a coming home.
Yeah.
Because I had a restaurant before.
You did.
And I believe wholeheartedly in my heart, if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere.
Absolutely.
So the anticipation is there. Am I anxious? Absolutely. I'm human. But there's something called beautiful fear, right? It feels like a marathon. I'm like getting ready for the big race.
Yeah.
And anybody that gets ready for the big race, you're going to have them jitters, but they're good jitters.
Yeah.
And I'm excited. And I'm looking forward to everybody coming to the grand opening, having a good time. We got bouncy houses for the kids.
Yes.
We got toys. We got DJs. We got everything. It's going to feel like a really, really, really big family reunion. And I can't wait to invite everybody into my family.
Girl, I can't wait to come. I'm excited.
Good.
I'm excited. And I'm so happy that you're here doing it for the community in New York.
Yes.
We appreciate it. We love it. And we are going to turn it up.
Yes.
At Slutty Vegan
Yes,
in the most respectful way.
Yes.
Because this is a Black-owned business that we cherish and are so excited to welcome to our home. So thank you, Pinky Cole, for doing it for the community.
Of course. I appreciate that. And if you want to learn more about Slutty Vegan, for the people who have, I know people listening to this interview like, who in the hell? But if you want to learn more about Slutty Vegan, you can go to Slutty Vegan ATL on all social media handles. Or you can go to Google and type in Slutty Vegan ATL. Or you can find me, Pinky907, on all social media handles to learn more about what we do.
I love it. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to do just that, and we're going to continue to spread the word.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.